Do is you need to make a tread. So in order to do that, you want to make sure that you're not on the bottom, but you're on the not on the top, but on the bottom. So we're going to actually make our tread from the bottom here, and I'm going to sketch on the bottom. So I make select the new sketch, click on the bottom, and you'll notice it says the face of extrude one. That's what we wanted to say. Now to make my tread, you can do anything you want. I've used triangles. I've used all kinds of different shapes. I've made up my own shapes. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to just for this example use a rectangle. Now I do recommend that you make that rectangle come way outside. And I also recommend that you actually dimension that rectangle, right? So I'm going to make it 15, which is way too wide, I'll be honest with you. And I'm going to make it 1/4 of an inch, right? And I'm going to select checkbox. And then I'm going to go ahead and extrude it. And I want to make sure I select it, all 3 places. And I want to add, make sure it's an extrude add. I want to go 0.05 inches. I want it to merge with all. And I want to check that, right? So now I have it right there on the bottom. And now I want to make a bunch of them, okay? So I'm going to linear pattern it. And it says part pattern. You'll notice it selects the sole part of the shoe, which we do not want. So if you do a feature pattern, it actually lets you select the just the tread that we made there. The direction we're going to use is the front. So I'm going to click direction. I'm going to choose front. You'll notice it puts 2 of them there. I'm going to spread them out, I don't know, 0.1 inches. And let's see how that looks. Oh, that's too close together. It's got to be like 0.3 inches, right? And I'm going to have, I don't know, 20 of them. Center it, and I'll apply per instance. You'll notice when I apply per instance, it gets rid of all that ugly red stuff. Now the tricky thing here is, will that be enough when we make it bigger? I'm not positive that it will. So I'm going to go 25 of them. No, that's an uneven number. No, that'll be all right. That should be big enough, right? We could get a Shaquille O'Neal size shoe out of that. Just to be safe, maybe we'll go 30. And I'll check it. All right. You'll notice I can't actually see the sole now, and that's because I got too much tread there. And when we have too much tread, we have a problem. So to take care of that problem, I'm going to sketch on the bottom of one of those treads. Now, a lot of people accidentally click the bottom of the sole there and not the tread, and that'll be a problem for you later on. So don't do that. What we want to do is now bring that sole outline onto the sketch of the tread. So I need to use a tool called the Use tool, right? And so I just do a quick search there for Use. And you notice it's really hard for me to actually click on it here. But if I go to the top of the shoe, it's actually really easy for me to click on it, right? And I'm going to just click all the way around this thing on all of them. And try not to click any dots, right? We just want to click the outline of the thing here. There's one. And don't forget this one down here. And this one. And coming up. You'll notice I got this one, but I didn't get this one yet. And coming up here. I don't know. I think I got this one up top already. But just in case, I'm going to click it again. All right. And flip it over to the bottom. And check it out. Look at that. We used it all. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and offset. And I want to offset all those same things. Now you'll notice the offset's going outside of the sole. And if you want your tread to go outside of the sole, I guess you could do that. It might be a little funky, be like a little platform. I want mine to go to the inside. Now don't drag it real far. You just kind of click and drag that arrow, and I want it to come inside. When I click over here away from everything, it lets me then enter the dimension that I want to offset it. I'm going to go ahead and check box it. Oops, made a mistake. I didn't want to finish the sketch yet. One more thing, I got to put a box in that same sketch, not in a new sketch, in the same sketch. Make sure it's in the same sketch around that whole thing there. All right, and check. And now I want to do an extrude remove 0.05, the amount of the tread of everything here and all this stuff in here. So I'm going to click that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And that should remove all that good stuff and leave me with just the tread. Now you notice I said that was good enough and it didn't work, but I didn't click merge with all, right? So there you go, merge with all. I've got my tread on the bottom of my shoe. Isn't that beautiful? All right, thanks for watching. Smash and ring bells and all that fun stuff you kids do these days.